Hi, I'm Roshan. I'm a function consultant in Microsoft Dynamics AX Trade and Logistics. So today I'm going to tell you about the overview of supply chain management. So this is the today's agenda: introduction, supply chain, product information management, inventory management, and warehouse management. These are the topics which we are going to cover in supply chain management. So today all the overview of the module I'll be explaining. So let me start about with supply chain management. What is a supply chain management? It is a business flow from one end to the customer end. It is a normal cycle, whereas it is a flow of goods and services that involves in the movement and storage of the raw materials. From raw materials, there is a process, work in process, and when it comes to finished goods, to the inventory. So this is the cycle of the supply chain management. To make it clear, let me tell you the cycle little more elaborate. So if I am doing a business, I buy a product from the vendor and I bring that particular product to my inventory and store it there. Then I sell those products to the customer. So this is a routine cycle which we do in a business. So there are two main process flows. One is purchase process and sales process. So let me tell you how to store in an AX. So this is a purchase flow. So first we have to create a purchase order to buy a product. Once the purchase order is created, it is being confirmed, then the items is being arrived to our warehouse and we put away to the inventory, then we raise the invoice. So this is how the purchase flows happens. Next is sales flow. So the customer gives us a requirement, so that is being sales order is being confirmed, then we send the sales order to the inventory warehouse so that they can pick. So the pick list is being registered. Once the pick list is registered, we have to ship the product to the customer, and the customer raises the invoice. So this is the sales process. So supply chain can be as defined as also a design process, planning process, execution, and controlling of a product. So as I told about supply chain management, now let me tell you how to store all these things in AX. The first module I'm going to explain is product information management. What is a product information management? Product information management is where we store all the information of a particular product. We can elaborate this as an item description. So these information are used to purchase a product, sell the product, and manage the product. All these information are captured in the AX. There are two types of products in AX when we create a product. So the first is products. What is a product? A product can be stored as a raw material. So we use the product product type in the AX, which doesn't have a color or a size. The second is product masters. So in product masters, you can enter the details about the size or color, whatever the information which we need to describe a product. The products can be an item or a service. We have in AX there are few terminologies which is as product dimension and product dimension group. I'll tell you what is a product dimension. Product dimension can happen with the product master, where we have to give the size and the color. In product dimension group, we have to mention the site, warehouse. There are three types of product dimensions, that is product dimension, storage dimension, and tracking dimension. Product dimensions, as I said, we have to store all the size and the color, and storage we have to select which product has to be stored in which warehouse or which inventory. Tracking can be done with the help of a serial number or batch number or the lot numbers. So this is the setup of product information management. We have to create a product and we have to mention them as a product or a product master, assign them to the product dimensions, then the dimension groups, and we have to release the product to the entity so that we can do the purchase and sell of the product. So next is inventory management. Inventory management is nothing but the planning or the controlling of the raw materials or the products into the warehouse. So there are two types main things in managing. One is physical inventory and financial inventory. When there is a movement of a product, there is a physical inventory effect. When we sell or buy the products, there is a financial entry. So inventory can be also the complete list of a goods or a stocks. We can call it as a checklist. The value of the materials and the goods held by the organization. In inventory, there are few valuation methods which are called as FIFO method or LIFO method. These are the costing methods. Let me tell you what is a FIFO method. First in, first out. So when we buy when we buy a product, we want to sell that product. So we have to decide which method we have to use. If it is first in, first out method, we have to send the first production method, and the next is LIFO method. So when the product comes, you have to decide the previous month's product has to be sent first, so it will be like last in, first out. So when it comes to setups in inventory management, there are two main setups. One is item group and item model group. In item group, we have to mention which group. We have to create one group like electronics, so that I can store all the electronic products to the electronic group. So we have to divide the products into group wise. Item model group, as I said, item model group is the FIFO and LIFO methods. The FIFO method is mostly used in manufacturing, like commonly, and LIFO method is also being used. So warehouse management is a key of the supply chain, where we have to store all the products in the inventory. So here from warehouse only the products is being stored and it is being sold for our business. So when it comes to setups in warehouse management, these are the two main setups. We have to create a site and a warehouse, so that we can know which product is being placed in which warehouse and which inventory. This information has to be stored with the products. So this is then overview of the supply chain management. Now let's move on to the AX, how supply chain management is playing a vital role in Microsoft Dynamics AX. Thank you.